My name is Ella Jean, your local fantasy author. And today, I think I'm going to get as close to finishing the Dark Academia School magic book that I've been writing as I can. I know I haven't really shown much of the process. I thought I was going to show more, but then I got really stuck. But last video, I'll check to see how long ago that was, I was starting over. And this book has been a slog to get through. It's been 2 years since I've written anything from scratch. And I forgot how little you know about the book when you start writing. And yet, I finally believe I'm in the home stretch. I have about 7 chapters to go. Not sure how many I'll write, but last night I got done about 2,000 words just in a couple hours. And to me, that is the sign that I am almost ready, that it is almost home stretch, that I've almost reached the finish line, and that hopefully I can just blow through the rest. I don't know, thought I'd take you along for the ride, see how much I can write in just a couple days. So I'm like stopping the time lapse really early. You know, you don't always completely just write, so I've kind of been looking at Query Tracker for Those Who Seek Magic, the book I'm trying to publish. I believe I've talked about it before, and there's been an agent that I've been in a maybe pile for a while. And would you believe it? It's not a full request. Rejected right around me today, and yet I continue to remain in the maybe pile. So, that's a good thing. Nice to have good news every once in a while. So, I'm not actually sure how much people know in community what a maybe pile is, and I realized I didn't really explain it well here. So basically, maybe piles are not anything official, they're mostly based on vibes. But when Query Tracker, that big long list that showed, was exactly like where the agent has rejected, and they're all in order based on time. So if you've had an agent that's rejected something above you and something below you, but haven't touched yours, there's a good chance they've read it and have put it to the side for now without a rejection, which is good. Because getting a full request is really hard, so those maybes kind of just carry you through it all. So, I finished the chapter. It is 5,200 words long. My chapters usually are 2,500 to 3,000, so it will probably need to be split somewhere, but there was no good time. This usually happens at the ending chapters for me. I write something, it's either way too long, or it's like 1,000 words, and I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. It all evens out in the end, and once again, first chapters are not meant to be good. Case in point, I think there's like a massive plot hole that I'm ignoring. That's actually my second massive plot hole that I'm ignoring with this draft. Just be the way it is sometimes. Anyway, 6 chapters remain. We'll see how many I can do. I'm about to call my partner and talk to them about writing, so there's a good chance I write more on that call. I will update afterwards. I'm up to a lot of words in a day. 2,700 words written today. That's not my long day today in a long shot. but yay, fun! See you then. So it is 4:09, and I am one chapter down. I called my partner for the last hour, and while we talked a lot about writing, we didn't, write. Yeah. Get into it now. Get into it now. You can't change the past. You can't change the past, but you can improve in the future. With that resounding piece of advice, Ella has already realized that this is not going to be easy, as she thought only hours before. You see, that chapter was fine. I was able to claw it out of my head. The scene got slightly away from me, but recoveries were made. Problem was, in order to do so, I slightly, maybe a bit, got off my outline, and I am an outline girly. So that's gonna suck a lot as things go on. Yeah, we'll see if she recovers. It's weird to continue to getting subscribers. Like, there are a lot of them at first from my friends and family. I think that's common for a YouTube channel. So, like, to actually have some of you guys in community is really kind and cool. You mean a lot. I wasn't expecting to enjoy this process as much as I was. I was just gonna have it as a way of marketing in a ever-changing world. But I really enjoyed what I've been putting out, and thank you for sticking it out. Honestly. Snappiness aside, Ella blissfully continues on, hoping that something would click. So I totally plan to do a check-in around 5 something, a normal time. It is currently 12:01 in the morning. I have been writing for hours at this point. My mom came home, and I try not to film when my mom's here. She gets it, but yeah. But anyway, I am going to probably get a bit of a snack and try to write for a couple more hours. I stay up super late. I don't have an official job, whole body's breaking down thing. So I just kinda stay up way too late into the night and sleep way too late into the afternoon. But I wrote, to me, how I track writing, it flips over at 12 a.m. So a total today came out to 6,860 words. Which is not too bad. God, that's probably a horrible shot. I'm so sorry. Filming brain goes out of my head at 12:02 in the morning. Is this video actually going to make it into the world? I don't know. But regardless, probably be prepared for another time lapse. I got 2.5 chapters done. 4.5 more to go, if that math works out. I am completely off my outline at this point. Literally, I look at the outline and I scroll down regardless to keep up with the times, but it's talking about Giovanni sneaking around and them trying to resurrect Sean, and I'm sitting here in the corner with, I think we're doing a ghost mystery now. First drafts, gotta love them. So at this point, I had gone completely off the rails, and I was acknowledging it. It was fine. I mean, that's just how first drafts are. They're quirky, they're weird, they're unique, but you figure them out, right? Please God, tell me I'm right. I only manage 586 words, so I think either I'm tired, 6,000 and some words in a day is a lot, or I'm a little burnt out, or I'm a little overstimulated right now, so I think I shall call it here for the night. Obviously, this is not to the end of the book. I still probably have 10,000 words to write. Hey, big man. Hey, big man. Please not on the computer. You can be my weighted. You can be my weighted panda if you would like. He matches my little guy. I guess I'm staying on video until Big Man is done. But regardless, I think I've made some good progress. It's completely off the outline. Chapter 29, Victoria. Sneaking around the mansion, they find Sean, but he's still very not alive. Without the veil, it's near impossible to tell that it's actually Sean, more like a clay doll. They don't have any other choice. Giovanni has been calling them. They know he was caught, so bring Sean out regardless, hoping they can explain what happened. They are not in the mansion because they have yet to reach the mansion because hunters are blocking it. So they have not found Sean. He is still dead. That's fair enough. Without the veil's back up. That was a plot change that I thought was very important. To save my ass. It's not like they're finding a clay doll. They would have found his body had they gone looking. Giovanni has not been calling them because Giovanni is not the guy that got kicked out. But also, they just didn't wish for a phone. There's a point where they were using the Gen friend to wish for a phone, and that just didn't happen. No one's been caught. They all kind of got caught. They ran away from the hunters because, at first, the magical group and the obvious magical people, so the veil broke down because the hunters wanted to reveal the monster's true forms, and those who had true forms had to run because, oh my god, you're sitting there with the guy with wings. So they ran away to make sure they weren't hurt. But there's some people that either don't really have any clear denotations of what they are, or are already in their human form for thought purposes, so they stayed behind. They watched as the humans got wrapped up into chaos and such. Pearl came back. That was the girl who was supposed to be Giovanni. It was Pearl who came back and convinced them that actually the hunters are just kind of killing everyone indiscriminately. Yes, there are bad actors in magical sense, but that's just like there are bad actors in the human sense. Well, the fact that these bad actors come and take you into a dimension where you live 1,000 years as a slave and can't do shit, and have an offer on a screen. Bullshit. Well, ignore that. That's probably too existential for this book. It wasn't meant to be a happy feeling moment where all these characters went blared in magic, and he thought everyone would be scared, but they came with. It's meant to be a cute moment, and it came out of nowhere. I was very happy with that. But so my ending is coming together. I will probably go down to Starbucks to film, to write a little bit. Sometimes changing location really can help, and it gets me in the mood to write earlier. However, I will likely not film. I may take a picture as proof, but I'm no influencer. There are 33 of y'all. I love all 33 of you. Kisses on your little heads. But I'm not filming in my local Starbucks. So check in when I check in. Maybe before, maybe after. Who knows? I love him. I have a collection of... So I've collected pandas, and this is an entire tangent. Editing Ella may remove this. We'll see. It is 1:30 in the morning, and I am losing my mind. But I collected pandas ever since I was 5 years old. I have hundreds of them. I love them. I finally gave some away. It is day 2 of trying to finish this damn book, and all of my energy is gone. It is 2:30. No, it's nearly 3 now. And I have gotten a grand total of 200 words written. I was up to a couple thousands yesterday. So we're going to Starbucks to try to write and do something and get out of this damn house. Anyway, I'll check in after and show you how it went. So this is not a fit check, though I'm totally serving something. This is, in fact, me getting my rollator out. You see, I can't drive, and I am disabled. EDS and some other chronic things we're still trying to figure out. So I have an upright rollator. Yup, there she is, all her glory. She is both a saving grace and sometimes the most frustrating thing in the world to cart around. But yeah, she keeps me mobile more than I can just walking, and even more than just my cane offers. So, yay to mobility aids! So I kind of broke my rule and did in fact get one piece of footage from Starbucks. It's worked out! Yay. So I totally didn't think and forgot my charger at home when I went to Starbucks. So while I got like another entire chapter done, yay! In about an hour and a half, my battery was almost dead. You see, I have an incredibly powerful computer. More powerful than it needs to be because at some point I was attempting to go for an architecture degree. That didn't happen, but I like the computer and I've kept it. But her battery life, man, it's gone within seconds. So yeah, I'm back home. Got another chapter done though. This update will not be long. It is midnight. I wrote another 4,600 and some words. I finished 2 more chapters. I have 3 left. I don't even know if I'll make it to all 3. And for once, I, an Ace Arrow, who never writes romance, actually wrote a kiss scene. Ellie, you might want to insert here a dramatic reading of the kiss scene because I actually think it's kind of cute. Yeah. It's 1:30 again. We ain't doing that. I do think it's cute, though. We'll ignore the fact that the other couple that was supposed to get together has yet to get together. And that I pivoted her partner once already because there was no chemistry to the first one. There still is very little chemistry. Look. I do not have the feelings of romance myself. Whenever I read romance in a book, I usually flip the pages real fast. You think I know how to write it? No, we're discovering it together. But Benji and Blair were cute. It is day 3. And I think the energy to write is leaving me. You see, I've written 10,000 words over the last 2 days, which is impressive, and something I should be proud of, and something that I should recognize, and all of that good stuff, but I still probably have another 10,000 words to finish the book, and I don't know if I can do that. What would have to be 2 more days in a row. I don't know if this being halfway there really exists. So, I don't know. I will probably record another time lapse. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. But this may not get to have the wonderful title of finishing a book in a week. Last section didn't clue you in. I had hit my motherfucking limit. The book was completely off the outline. I was coming up with solutions as they arose, and then that just created more problems. And all in all, it was not being a fun experience anymore. But I kept soldiering on, because I am nothing if not stubborn, probably past the point of being healthy. Oops. So, I got a grand total of 500 words written. It's like 2 p.m. and I got 500 words written. So I'm definitely slowing down. But I'm hoping, you see, I have an appointment and like a consultation appointment with a doctor's, and just with my body and all that, and I do the perfectly rational thing of, despite it being at 2:30 in the afternoon, my entire beginning of the day is shot in the sitting around and being anxious about said appointment. So I am about to go to said appointment, It's 2. So hopefully it'll be normal when we come back. And I can crack on. Never said that phrase before. I can start writing faster, better, and finish this damn book. Now, I'm not sure what time I actually got back to writing. You see, writing Ella didn't think to take any notes. She was like, oh, these middle videos in between will explain everything to me and I'll remember the timeline. We'll see how that works out. But I did, sometime during the day, start writing again, hoping for the best. Because maybe, just maybe, something will go my way. So my computer's about 4 years old, and she's a bit beat up, and Lucas broke one of the screws. It's back on. I think this is a sign to stop recording for a bit, and update later. I'm close to like 1,000 words today, so that isn't horrid. Weird how writing can turn from fun to a slog in 0.2 seconds. Day 3 has ended. It's hi, bud. 1:30 in the morning on day 4. I think I'm down to the last 2 chapters. Meaning, unfortunately, I think I can do this. Meaning, unfortunately, I need to write like 4,000 more words. I wrote 2,500 today. Yesterday, whatever. So that could be 2 more days, which means I'm once again editing this last minute to post on a Tuesday. No one told me to do this. It is done. It is done. So it is technically day 5. It is 2 in the morning as I come to you, but I will say I got it done literally right up to midnight because, of course, knowing me, I had to get it done before midnight because that is when it goes into the spreadsheet, and I didn't want to have to split up the number into 2 days. Anyway, over the past 4 days, I have written about 6 chapters and a total of 16,524 words. And I'm just sitting here going, why did I do this to myself? But it is done. And sometimes that is all you need. I am going to be taking a break from writing. I've said I'm going to do this before. And usually don't. Within a week, I'm like, ooh, what else am I going to write? And maybe I'll add something in at the end of this video and then say, oh, actually lie, I've started writing again. Pause for editing Ella. Give editing Ella a little more time. We'll see what she says. But for now, I could use a break. Because breaks are not bad. Breaks are good. Breaks give you time to do other things. And oh boy, does Ella have other things. So, while it is not the most bombastic ending, it is a proud one. As I am finally done with my first new book in 2 or 3 years. I may break down and show the editing process while I hammer this into place. I won't show too much because I hope this is more marketable than the one I'm trying to publish right now. So if the one I'm trying to publish right now fails, I can market this one. But in order to do that, you can't have too much of the book out in public and being told about people, because then they may not buy the books and they may not agree with it. However, if you get really big interest in it, they'll want to buy the book even more regardless of what you've said. So what is this? Subscribe and like this video, and maybe I can tell you all about it regardless. Look, I love y'all, I love community, but I'm sitting here with 33 subscribers. Who am I talking to? It is called delusion. But regardless, it has been done. I get to have a lovely title about writing 16,000 words in a week. Yeah, can you tell I'm a bit burnt out right now? You're not getting usual hyper, Ella. But there are more videos to come. Maybe things that are a little bit beyond writing, but I don't think that's a bad thing. You should have other hobbies. You shouldn't let writing consume your entire life and existence and worth and purpose. Follow along for more. Because writing is difficult, and daring to continue past the first page is brave, especially the way the world is right now. I want to build community with you. Because I promise you, anyone can write. And everyone has a story in them. Thanks. One last time, this is Editing Ella. I just kind of wanted to come on here and say that it's been a few days, and I do think I am proud of what I came up with. I need some time away from it, man. I need some time away from writing, but I don't think that's a bad thing. And I can still sit here and say I'm proud of the book I have come up with, and that I am proud to hopefully one day be able to share it with you and give it the audience it deserves. Because first drafts are not supposed to be perfect, they're just supposed to exist, and I will die by that statement. Anyway, have a good one, y'all.